What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Flicking on My Big Tarot, here where I bring you the beauty, juice, and spiritual truths. I am your spirit guide host, Miss DC, and y'all, you do not have to believe in tarot. Do not exclude yourself from the message because this shit can actually happen. Jonathan Majors, we're talking about it. All my information will be in the description box below. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this video. And if this is so, drop a tip in my Cash App, leave a comment, and let me know. Y'all, first of all, Jonathan Majors is a Virgo, okay? So if you have any Virgo placements, you may be able to resonate with the situation that is taking place right now. So for all of you all who don't know, Jonathan Majors is a A-list actor. He's been in countless movies. As we know, he was in this more recent Creed 3, I think it was Creed 3, or he was in Creed. And he is right now in trouble with the law, which is not something that is uncommon for Virgo people, just with the history of Virgos anyway. He is unfortunately right now in trouble with the law, and we'll go ahead and get all into that. I just wanted to also make it known that what I read is my interpretation. Everything in this reading is alleged, okay? For educational purposes only as well. I don't like to say for entertainment purposes because nothing about this shit is entertaining. This is a fucking mess, if I've ever known a fucking mess. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, again, we'll just go ahead and talk a little bit about, while I'm shuffling, what is going on. So as you all know, Jonathan Majors had charges pressed on him by a white woman. Okay, no offense to white people that don't do the wrong thing. Now, if you're one of those white people or European, Caucasian, or any race of that matter, I'm talking to you. If you take offense to it, that's your problem. But this is for the more problematic. And I say Caucasian because I know some people are going to get on here and say, oh, you're mad about a white woman, you just can't leave the white woman alone. Again, there is another white woman, because she's not anything other than white. Okay, there is another white woman who made allegations of domestic violence against this man. So just a rerun of what I know, because I've been following the story, but again, everybody has their own interpretation. So for anybody who doesn't know, Jonathan Majors was at an event, or actually he wasn't at an event. I think he was inside of the car with his girlfriend, whom they didn't put her name out, which I thought was kind of funny. They haven't put her name out, and there's barely any pictures of her on the internet. She's 30 and Jonathan Majors is 33. Now, allegedly, they were in the car. She wanted to see his phone because she assumed or accused him of dealing with another woman. And apparently he must have just got upset about it, hauled off, hit her, beat her, slapped her, and strangled her, because the charges pressed on him, one of the charges I know were strangulation. Now, as we know, strangulation can suggest that you're trying to take somebody's life. When she went to the doctor, apparently there were minor, okay, little infractions to her. So it wasn't as though she came in there with a busted lip. You know what I'm saying? Like, love don't cost a thing. You know, when Tina Turner walked into that hotel and her motherfucking face was fucked up, it was not at all a situation like that. Now they're saying she has recanted, meaning she's taken back the allegations that she pressed against him. Now, this is not good. And the reason I want to say it's not good, of course, some people will say, well, she recanted. His career now has already been, how can I say it, compromised. So whether he's done it or not, whether, you know, he's faced with these charges and they go or they don't, it's going to pose a problem either way, because in Hollywood, they don't play with domestic violence, especially against a white woman. Now, what I think is really funny about this situation, and I'm going to go ahead and get into the cards after this. What I think is really crazy about the situation is that she recanted. Now, most people in this situation, in this high caliber type of a case, most people would not recant their statements, especially if it is a white woman. They generally don't tend to recant their statements. They just kind of go along with it. And so the fact that she's recanting her statement so quickly is funny to me. I think that's weird. But let's go ahead and get into this. So the tarot decks I'm going to be using are the Love Oracle Tarot card deck, as well as my Glow in the Dark Tarot card deck. So we're just going to see what energies come out. And this is going to be about Jonathan Majors, again, as a Virgo. Now, with these allegations about him being gay and all this other stuff as well, I wanted to also point out that a lot of time, most people assume that Virgo men are gay because they have feminine qualities, but it is a feminine sign in general. It's the mothering sign. It's the nurturing sign. So naturally, there's going to be like a femininity to this sign overall. Now, there are some Virgos that go hard as shit, but there's also a very feminine side to them as well. Not enough. So there's a feeling of not being enough in a situation. And as you see, this picture looks just like his girlfriend. This picture looks just like his girlfriend. And it's funny, shout out to Dr. Boyce Watkins, who he did a video on and he talked about the situation, and he said, you know, how as a high class man, black man, good looking man, no children, Yale graduate, you know what I'm saying? You have the choice of any beautiful, black, smooth skin female you want, and you pick a chick that looks like Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone. or Beetlejuice, the two references that he made. But there's a feeling here of not feeling like that you're enough. And I don't know if this is him or if this is the girlfriend. This reading is for him. So I feel like maybe she felt like she wasn't enough, or maybe he felt like they weren't enough. Somebody was frustrated in the relationship, and I think it's a little bit of both. And in this case, I really believe that it's her, because not only does this card look like her, but if she was insecure enough to go through this man's phone and start a fight, because they were saying that she was going through an emotional crisis or some shit like that, she was. But it was also speculated that at some point this shit about him was going to come out, because apparently his college constituents or alumni said that this was in his nature to do. So this is a very controversial situation, and it's going to be very complicated to figure out, because if it was already kind of in his nature and you got this white bitch over here who's acting a plumb fool, it may not be as bad as we think it is. But I really have never seen a situation be done and over this easy or this quickly. Look at that. A love call. So he received a message, as we know, from someone. And she assumed that it was another female. So clearly she thought it was romantic. Now, if you look at this card, it says love call, and then it says not enough. So he received a call, and this bitch felt the need to not feel enough because she wasn't secure within herself. You know what I'm saying? So already the energies, now these could have been any cards, but the phone, love call, and an ugly white bitch. Come on, y'all. So she felt like she wasn't enough. Clearly, because of the phone call that he received. But we don't really know if she knew who it was or not, because apparently she did not know. But again, this is his reading. And these are the energies that are being picked up from his reading. So let's see what else comes out. Look at that, y'all. Chaos. A situation. Look. Lightning striking. A chaotic situation coming from a love call. Now, another point I want to make is that in tarot picks up past, present, and or future, past, present, and or future energies. Now, what are the chances that all three of these cards are going to come out in Jonathan Majors' reading? What are the chances? Even if the information is out there, that's fine. The information is out there. So this further proves to an extent that tarot has to be real. For all you non-believers, y'all believe in any fucking thing else, but this is just my proof. Look at this, a phone call and a shocking event that comes out after this love call by somebody who felt like they weren't enough. Come on, y'all. This is proof. This is proof. A sudden change, a shocking event. It was shocking to everybody that this man came out and did this, especially after he's had allegations of being gay. Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta admit something about tarot gotta be true. Relationship evolving. So you know what I think? I think this girl, this white girl, clearly wanted him. As we all know, she wanted him. And a lot of the time when females get men locked up, I really don't think they really want them to get locked up. It's more or less, if I can't have you, nobody will. But ultimately, they still don't want that person locked up. I'd rather you submit to me as a white woman than you get arrested. Because with you being arrested, I still can't have you. Nobody else can, but I still can't have you either. And if you're the person that I want, how the fuck can I have you when you locked up? So why not recant the statement, act like I was crazy, and then still stalk your motherfucking ass? Still want you. She probably assumed that this situation would go to another level. She may have assumed that, oh, maybe since he's talking to other people, he's probably not going to marry me, or he's probably not going to take this to another level with me because he's dealing with other people. That's probably what she was thinking. That's the interpretation I'm getting from this. You didn't feel like you were enough. You weren't secure within yourself. So when this love call came through to him, or this romantic call, which is probably what it was, okay, because he's still a human. It doesn't mean he is without sin. He is a man as well, okay? So she probably assumed that he wasn't going to allow the relationship to evolve. She was just going to be a forever girlfriend, and she didn't want that. She didn't want that. She wanted all of the money, all of the benefits that came with being with him. That's what she wanted. That's exactly what she wanted. Look at that. Look at that. Chemistry, passion. They were probably having sex. She really liked the sex with him. She really liked the fact that he had her romantically. Oh yeah, out of everybody this particular man could be dealing with, and he wants me. But why still do you feel inadequate? Why do you still feel like you're not, why do you still feel like you're not enough when he's your boyfriend? He's romantically involved with you. You're being seen on the red carpet with him. like each other equally, having fun. Maybe that's what she assumes. Oh, he's just having fun with me. He can have anybody he wants. Well, bitch, if you are the one that's on the red carpet and you're the one taking pictures with him on the red carpet, I think she was just upset that he wasn't exploiting her more, that he wasn't putting her out there more. Well, bitch, why would you want to? Because now all of your business is out in the public. And now motherfuckers really want to know who the fuck you are. And she need to be careful because everybody is not going to take that shit too lightly. Oh, bitch, now you want to be the next white bitch to try to get him in jail? So be careful what you ask for. You want to be put out there to the public as this man's girlfriend? Oh, you got what you wanted. You were put out there to the public, but not the way you wanted. She wanted to be the Beyonce to his Jay-Z. She wanted to be everywhere with him, wanted everybody to know, and people really didn't know who the fuck this bitch was. We still don't know who you are, because even after this, and she's past the age of 21. She's over the age of 18. She's not a minor. So why are they keeping this girl quiet? Why is this girl not being, the girl is being spread, but they're not showing pictures. They're not saying this girl's name. And I'm still trying to figure out why. It's hard to find this girl's name unless you're somebody who actually knew her. It says healthy choices. Maybe he was trying to make a healthy choice because this bitch went on an emotional crisis over a phone call she didn't even know was what. She didn't know definitively who it was. She assumed. Look at that. She might have thought they were going on a trip together. She may have thought JOHNATHANMAJORS and whoever was on the phone was going on a trip together. Something here about a trip or going to paradise. So probably going somewhere he really wanted to be. Because I just don't see him being with her. Most celebrities, if they got girlfriends and stuff like that, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Somebody here is a narcissist. And it came out right under this lightning. Shocking news, shocking situation. We got a narcissist here. And a lot of them were trying to say that he was a sociopath. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised. Virgos are like that. Virgos, it is not uncommon for Virgos to be those type of individuals. It's not. Virgos know how to play mind games. They know how to mind fuck and manipulate. They know how to do it. And we know this. Even though he's a good guy, but he comes off as a good guy, we really don't know his history. We don't know his motherfucking past. We don't know. We only go by the person that we see on TV. And the crazy thing about it is he is an actor. Something about actors, they have a tendency to stay in a particular character on and off the camera. You have to be a particular character on and off the camera. Now, they were also speculating that because he is a boxer and he has to fight, that he has to be in a particular character all the time. But the thing is, he was only a boxer. He wasn't a sociopath in his movies. He wasn't he was a villain, I think, in one of his movies. And then in another one of his movies, he played a gay guy. Like, he actually played the gay guy. He had scenes where he was naked. I forgot what the name of the movie was, but he played in scenes where he was naked. So this is one of those very much controversial, and it's controversial. It's also political and economical as well. And this is why it's crazy, because in a Virgo's nature, they know how to manipulate, mind fuck. It's in their nature, whether an actor, whether a chef, it doesn't fucking matter. A fireman, it doesn't matter, right? On top of the fact that he also was an actor. So he knows how to put on a really good act. So whether he's a good guy or not, there's a lot of different you know, segments to this little shindig. There are a lot. There are a lot. Somebody here is a narcissist. And I really believe it could have been him. Y'all might not like me for saying that, but shit, it is what it is. He might have been a really good guy, but he could have been a narcissist to this bitch. Sure. Because clearly he wasn't really. So he was, to an extent, I will say, only because there were Yale students, Yale alumni, who were saying that it was bound to come out. So people that knew him or knew of him didn't see this to be out of his character. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be a very, and again, him as an actor, it's almost like, y'all remember the gosh, what's his name? Johnny Depp and his ex-wife, I forget that bitch's name, but the Johnny Depp trial, both of them were actors. Both of them were actors. Johnny Depp is a very great actor, but he did get his finger cut off. You know what I'm saying? In real life. That wasn't an act. Him getting his finger cut wasn't an act. This bitch, on the other hand, she was also an actor, but she was a piss poor one because she wasn't good. So it's kind of like, did he do it? Did he go as far as cutting his own finger, even though he's an actor and he's in character? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, did he do it? Didn't he do it? Did she do it? Did she not do it? Talking. So again, I think this was a situation where she didn't know where she stood with him, clearly because there were other people that he was talking to, clearly, or maybe, we don't know, it's all speculation at this point. We really don't know, but he was talking to somebody. He was talking to somebody. He was interested in somebody, or he may have been interested in building another relationship with somebody because he knew how this bitch was. And I'm just trying to figure out, like Dr. Boyce Watkins said, what was the purpose of you being with this one? What did she do? Did daddy have money? You know what I'm saying? Like, was she your crack baby? Your drug head? Did y'all do drugs together? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck, y'all. Fear. Somebody is scared. Somebody is scared. Look at that. The first card out. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. First card out. So she was afraid that she wasn't enough. Now, let me tell you why. Because we have the not enough card and we have the passion, chemistry. Under it says insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun, not feeling enough. And then we have the 9 of Swords, which is the card of fear. Now, mind you, she's in the bed, right? She's in the bed and she's alone. So this, and then look at that. Look at the girl in this, and then look at the girl right here underneath the umbrella, and look at the girl right here. They both got their head down. Hair is flaring. You know what I'm saying? So this leads me to believe that she was mad. She was afraid that he was going to move on to somebody else. She was afraid she wasn't enough. That's why she in the bed by herself. She didn't feel like she was good enough. Probably she didn't feel like she was good enough in the bed either. But my thing is, bitch, he liked something about you because he got you on the red carpet. He didn't have to take you with him on the red carpet or show you off to any fucking body, but he did. Even if he was gay and she was being his beard, bitch, you should be proud to be his beard. This was the card directly under this one. And y'all heard me shuffling. And this card was the card that came out underneath it. So I feel like he lost passion for her. He was probably with her for a while. But he slowly but surely lost passion for her. He lost the desire for her because he wanted somebody else. I don't think he wanted her. He didn't want her. I think the relationship with these two ran its course. She didn't want it to be over though. So she did this bullshit because she didn't want it to be over. And now somebody is in fear. Somebody is scared. Somebody has high levels of anxiety because passion was lost. He lost passion for this girl. He lost passion for her. And she didn't know how to handle it because she thought he was going to somebody else. Look, Three of Pentacles. There is a third party here, clearly. Now, this is coming out right underneath the narcissist card. So she was a third party, I feel like. He was losing feelings for her, or he could very well be a gay man, like men, and she was mad because he didn't really like her the same way he liked whoever else was on his roster. Because if he's using you as a beard, bitch, you didn't have a chance anyway. But the thing is, you had your chance because you were still with him. So this could go a number of ways. But we got the Three of Pentacles. And this was definitely a third party situation. There was somebody else here in the mix. Now, if you look closely at this picture, this is a guy. This is a boy, a male. The other side is a couple. It looks like a guy and a girl couple. She got the hijab. I guess that would be considered a hijab. I'm not sure. Please forgive me if it's not. The hijab, and that is a man. That's a masculine, and that's a feminine. Then you have this man over here. That boy. It's a young boy. So this could have been a situation where this bitch was the beard, but she didn't want to be the beard. And look at the bottom of the deck. The moon. Secrets. So I think secretly he was messing with another man. I mean, like I said, he's not perfect, but whatever. He was secretly messing with another man, and she didn't like it. She didn't like it. She didn't like the fact that he was messing with somebody else, because we don't know who was on the other end of that call. Who was on the other end of that call? If y'all know who was on the other end of that call, leave a comment below. Page of Swords. Information. There's some, listen. I already see where this shit is going. This bitch was just mad because there was somebody else, as we all know. But I think the secret is it was a man. And it would make sense why she would get super upset. I mean, anybody could call and file charges against anybody. But with this Page of Swords, there was some form of spying or some information. Her going through his phone. She went through his phone and found that there was a third party. But I think the secret, let's see what this moon is. Now, again, y'all, this is everything we already know to an extent, okay? This is what we already know. Tarot don't lie. In my opinion, tarot does not lie. This storyline here adds up to what actually happened, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify. I want to see what this secret is. What is the secret? Might not have been a man, y'all. It was an empress. So it was a much better female. It was a much better female. Now, just because this is an empress doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a female. It could be a very feminine man. Okay? The empress could be somebody who has a very feminine energy and who got it together. This is somebody who looks nice, dresses nice, has their own shit. They're on top of their A game. And this empress generally can be a young mother as well. But you see that symbol right there? femininity. So this could either mean another gay guy, a feminine gay guy, because he would be the masculine. I listen, hands down, he would be the masculine in a man-to-man relationship. So whoever he's dealing with, I feel like would be the softie. And see, this is the secret. This is the secret. The Empress is the secret. And it's shining light on this gender. Okay? So I thoroughly believe that either he was messing with another female or a gay man. And the Empress here, if it's not a female he was dealing with, it was a very feminine man. Look. Unfulfilled. He was unfulfilled with her, the white girl. He was very much unfulfilled with the white girl. Her cups weren't full either because she didn't feel like she was enough. So now she's scared because she's unfulfilled and she knows he is too. So to some degree, they knew that this relationship, I feel like, was more, I don't want to say for publicity. And it's crazy because right as I looked up at my TV, in the background, if you all have Roku, and you all know, y'all know Roku, right? Look at the Roku background. And you'll see like the city, you see the volcano, you see the alien coming down in they alien machine, a machine on top of a building over there. You got the moon, but in the background you got Hollywood. In the background you got Hollywood. What do you call them? Alien machines that they be in? Damn, how I forget that quick. Hold on a second. Let me see. Spaceships. That's what I'm thinking about. A spaceship in the background. But the fact that it said Hollywood was what stuck out to me. So slowly but surely, I feel like he was going within. We got the Hermit card here, which is a card of Virgo as well. And I feel like slowly but surely, he knew he was losing passion for this joint. Slowly but surely, he knew that. I feel like maybe he was trying to understand his situation with her. He was trying to shed light on the situation. I feel like he was trying to shed light on the situation when it came to her. So he may have, look at that. What didn't I look, y'all? Didn't I just say he was trying to shed light on the situation? I think he was trying to talk to her and tell her. We got the Tower card. And then we got the Hermit. He was trying to shed light on the situation to her, and I don't think she liked it. She didn't like what she was hearing. He was probably like, bitch, listen, we got to end this, move on, go our separate ways. And she blew up. He was the one that was calm, cool, and collective, and she blew the fuck up. Look, Page of Wands. And look how it fell out. Look, the Page of Wands is a sign of enthusiasm, excitement. It fell out right over top of the boy. I think he may have wanted a threesome or a three-way. Now, if that shit comes out on TV, y'all heard it here fucking first. I think he wanted it to be not a polygamous relationship, but what do you call the relationships with three people? Let me see. First thing that popped up, a throuple. A throuple. Oh, Google. Right there, a throuple. It says a throuple is a relationship between three people who have all unanimously agreed to be in a romantic loving relationship together with the consent of all the people involved. You may also hear a throuple relationship as a three-way relationship, triad, or closed triad. So I think he may have wanted to introduce that to her, maybe not yet. And she was looking like, I want to be the only one. Bitch, not in Weirdwood, Hollywood, Weirdwood, not down there. It's almost impossible to be a A-list actor in Hollywood and not have no weird shit happen to you. It's almost impossible. It's not really likely to happen. There's something wrong if you are an A-list celebrity and you're not going through some bullshit. Look at Will Smith. Will Smith is going through it, still going through it. Look at all of them A-list actors. Look at that, 10 of Swords. The information that she received was hard to hear. It was hard to hear. And it's too much for her. Now, I feel like this Empress is going to see this as a problem or as a struggle. I wouldn't be surprised if the bitch fought back. The bitch said, whether it was a guy or girl, and the guy or girl said, oh no, this bitch is trying to put my person, this bitch is trying to put Jonathan Majors in jail. Oh, fuck no. I wouldn't be surprised if the person on the phone came out. I wish the person on the phone would come out. Whoever was on the other end of that phone that caused all this, you caused all this drama. You should have kept your ass off the motherfucking line. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Look. Oh, 2 came out. Ooh! Look. 2 cards came out. The 10 of Cups in reverse and the Injustice. So this situation would have been it. This situation was an injustice to the Empress. Because due to this situation, whoever was on the other end of that phone may not have been the 10 of Cups for Jonathan Majors, or may feel like now, because of this situation, I'll never be able to have him. Court may not go as well as we think it is. I don't see this going away that easily. You see this Justice card? This can be a sign of politics or court. And with this information, this is going to be some very traumatic or hard news to deal with for whoever this Empress is. So that just leads me to think that this situation is not going to be as, oh, we're just going to go to court and everything is just going to be dropped. I don't see that happening. You know why? You know why I don't see this happening? And I could be wrong. I don't see this happening because we literally, with the Shanquilla Robinson story, we literally have a big bitch throwing and slanging her around. And as I said in that Shanquilla Robinson video, y'all can see in the viral video when the girl threw her, she hit her back on the edge of the bed. The pointy edge of the bed is where she hit her back, which that's probably what paralyzed her. And I don't know if people saw that, but if you go back and you watch that video and you see the edges of the bed were pointy. They were very sharp. So when that girl slung her, Malika or whatever the ugly bitch was called, when she slung her, she hit her back really hard against the pointy edge of the bed. She was literally sitting and rocking. She couldn't move because she was paralyzed. I believe that's where it was from. But my thing is, you have evidence of that. She never left the room. And they're still sitting here trying to figure out who the fuck the killer was. Now, they're saying that there was somebody else who did the last, the light-skinned bitch did the last and final blow that terminated her. So my thing is, you have two motherfucking people, the ugly big bitch who we thought was a man, and the stupid yellow bitch who thought she was the world and really was not. Okay, between the two of these hoes that we know of, she didn't leave the room. So why are we still trying to figure out who the fuck the killer is? Why are we still trying to figure out who the killer is? It's literally on camera. So the fact that they have all this evidence and shit don't mean nothing to me. You know why? Because they got evidence on Shanquilla Robinson, who was a black female, and they're still trying to locate her motherfucking killer. So I honestly believe whoever was on the other end of that phone feels like or knows that something is going to be an injustice to them. And if it is an injustice to them, that means the person on the other end of the phone was either gay or he's not going to make it out of this situation the way we think. So he's either gay or he's not going to make it out of, or this situation is not going to rule in his favor. It's going to be one of the two, gay or unfavorable. Well, let's see how to put it. He's either gay or may lose his case. One of the two. That's what I'm going to title this. He's either gay or he's going to lose his case. We got the 10 of Cups right here. So it's like, either way, if he's gay, it's going to be an injustice. Because if he's gay, that means whoever this person is going to come out. They're going to have to come out, or he's not going to win this case. Or he's not going to win this case the way we think he's going to win this case. Y'all, listen, I'm telling y'all, and I don't know nearly as much as these news broadcasters or some of these journalists who's following this story. I'm going strictly off of tarot and the little bits of information that I know, which is not too much. Okay? I'm telling y'all, it's either one or the other. We're going to choose a couple more cards, and we're going to end this reading. Look at this. She knew she wasn't the end all be all with him. Point blank. That's why she was unfulfilled, because she knew that this wasn't going to lead to marriage. She knew this was an unhappy home. This was an unhappy situation, and he wasn't going to marry her. Look, out of sight, out of mind. Well, those were two cards, Queen of Wands, and the Four of Cups in reverse. He was doing what he wanted to do, and she was trying to offer her weak ass cup, and he wasn't trying to accept it because he was trying to accept a call from somewhere else. So she knew that she really didn't have too much a chance with him. I feel like the relationship ran its course. The relationship ran its motherfucking course. He was out here, the Queen of Wands. He was out here doing what he wanted to do, living his A-list celebrity life. And she was trying to offer this little ass piece of fucking cup, and it wasn't working. It wasn't working. And so her trying to, and look at this. Her trying to give to him. You see the Tower card is here. And this is him. This is the girl. The Tower, she was trying to give to him, and he wasn't really accepting it. She was trying to offer a little piece of a cup, and when he didn't accept it, when he took that phone call and pretty much said, fuck her, bitch, who I really want is on the phone, and you know who I want is on this phone, you know you're not the one for me. She raised hell. But she already knew. I think she recanted because maybe she know he likes He like men. I mean, if he like men, that's his business. Shit. He can do what the fuck he want to do. He an A-list celebrity. But then again, clearly he can't. So look, now the person that was on the other end of the phone, they're waiting to see what's going to happen. They're waiting to see what's going to happen. And I bet you as soon as that fool got out of jail, Jonathan Majors, as soon as he got out of jail, I bet you he probably called or went to go see whoever was on that other line. The mystery is who was on the other line. Who was on the other line? Somebody who is trying to regain what they feel like they lost. They feel like they lost him. And you know, Virgos have a tendency to go back to people that they dealt with in their past. They tend to go to people that they've known for long periods of time, or people that they've had relationships with before. Virgos are not really ones who deal with new people. They generally tend to deal with people that they've known for a long time, or people that they've had long-term relationships with, or somebody from their past. Their lovers are usually past people. Now, it's not to say that they can't meet people in their future, but Virgos generally tend to be the people who deal with people from their past. So whoever this person was probably somebody from their past. They wanted to regain what they lost. They felt like they lost him to this white bitch. And they're like, you know what? Let me call him and tell him how much I want to be with him. He picked up that phone. This bitch didn't like it. And guess what? Turmoil done struck. Y'all, we don't know. We going to figure it out. If we don't, we better.